oddballs, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience of living with less stuff, of being more minimalistic, of just not having any stuff, and what that was like, what I've learned from that, and how it's changed my perspective on a lot of things. Okay, so first things first, I feel like it's relevant to tell you the story of how I went from being the girl with like 64 pairs of shoes and 15 different foundations and like 3 wardrobes full of clothes to being the girl with no stuff. So for the last maybe 18 months, I've been very much on the decluttering bandwagon. Like, I've been getting rid of stuff out of my wardrobes, I've been getting rid of like paperwork, books, clothes, shoes, you name it. I've just been trying to downsize and get rid of the rubbish that I don't need in my life, because I was a maximalist. It was like, if anything was on sale or just looked pretty or was sparkly in some way and drew my attention, I would buy it. I would just buy everything and then hoard it and complain that I didn't have enough storage space. So I'd been going through and I'd been systematically getting rid of stuff and decluttering, as you may have seen in my videos. But the big change and the big challenge came about when I moved to the other side of the world. Here's the thing, decluttering and purging is great. Particularly, I've said this before, if you use the KonMari method. I'm a big fan, it really works. You can get rid of so much stuff that you don't need. But when I decided to emigrate and become an expat, suddenly I wasn't like getting rid of stuff and seeing what I had left. I was choosing stuff and then that was all I had, right? So it was kind of like reverse decluttering. It wasn't like choosing a small amount of stuff that I wanted to get rid of. I was choosing a small amount of stuff that I wanted to own, and that was all I was gonna have. It's weird because over the course of our lives, we accumulate so much stuff. From like day one, when you come into the world, right? Your parents bring you home and you've got a room full of stuff. You got a crib, you got a teddy bear, you got some little onesies. So you come into this world with a bunch of stuff attached to you. And then throughout your life, you just accumulate more and more. So when you get to the point where you decide, I want to declutter and I want to, minimalize things, then no matter how much you feel like you're getting rid of, it's very difficult to get to a point where you really got it down to the basics. What I did was just chose 2 suitcases worth of stuff, and then that was all I had. And that really brings you back to basics, I can tell you. So I can show you, I brought these 2 suitcases. So this is a pretty big one, and then this is a littler one, and that's all I had. This is all I had in the world, was what could fit into these 2 suitcases. I genuinely thought that as soon as I got here, I would want to go out and buy a bunch of stuff, I mean, I didn't bring any stuff with me. I just brought clothes, 2 books, shoes, some makeup. I didn't have any stuff. At home, I have a bunch of stuff. I have cushions, I have decorative knickknacks, I have a sewing machine, arts and craft supplies, cooking things, cake decorating things. I just have a lot of stuff. But when I got here, all I had was clothes. I didn't have any stuff. And so I thought, okay, as soon as I get there, that's fine. I'll go shopping and I'll buy more stuff. And what I found was that when I got here, I didn't want any stuff. I just wasn't interested. The first night I arrived in my apartment, it was maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd been traveling for 23 hours and I didn't know who I was, where I was, or what was going on at that point. So I lay down in bed and I looked around my new home and I thought, okay, girl, you gotta write yourself a list of stuff you need. Turns out I really didn't need that much. I think I had on that list toilet paper, cleaning supplies, a bin, a laundry basket, and an adapter for my electric toothbrush. And that was all I had on my need list. Anything else was just superfluous and would just be nice to have. So once I got all the stuff that was on my need list, Then I had another think and I was like, okay, what do I really want? Not like, what am I looking at in IKEA and thinking, ooh, that's nice, I want one of those. But like, what would really enhance my life and bring me some kind of joy? Turns out what I really wanted to make my life comfortable was a bedside table, a yoga mat, a casserole dish, a travel mug, and a hoodie to sleep in. And obviously in the 3 months that I've been here, I've accumulated more than just 10 items. I have gone out and I have done a little bit of shopping here and there, but I've really assessed, will this serve a purpose in my life that another item that I own doesn't already serve? Is this going to bring me joy? Am I really going to use this? Do I really need it? And I think that's made a lot easier by the fact that I want to go traveling next summer, right? So if I buy something, A, that's less money that I have to go traveling, and B, I'm going to have to cart that round the world with me in a suitcase, so the less I have, the better. And the weird thing is, since I've been living with less, I want less. Like, it's a strange thing. The less I have, the less I want. So remember when I said I came with those 2 suitcases? I've already put away and packed a third of what I brought with me to take back home at Christmas because I've realized I don't need it. So I probably could have come here with just 1 big suitcase and that would have been enough. And so, yeah, I'm just a heck of a lot more mindful about what I buy, and there's a lot less that I want. And I'm not saying that I'm a minimalist, because I'm not. And I know for a fact that when I go back home for Christmas and I'm reunited with all my shoes and my boots, I'm gonna cry with joy because I do miss them. But I am saying that I have noticed a change, that I'm able to control my shopping and my spending. I'm able to look at what I own and think, okay, do I actually need that? Do I actually want that? And I'm able to enjoy having less. The thought of just going out and buying a bunch of stuff and bringing it back here and filling up all my space, no, that doesn't appeal to me. And like I said, I don't know that that's going to be me forever now, but it's good to know that I'm capable of living a more minimal lifestyle and being completely happy and content with it. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of a little bit of a random one. It was really me just sitting here talking about my feelings about things. So I hope that you enjoyed it in some way. If you did enjoy it, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know. I'm gonna link my decluttering and organizing video in the description box. So if you're into all that kind of jazz, you're gonna like that, because that's what that is. If you haven't already, then please go ahead and click that subscribe button to become a member of our Oddball family. And for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you guys so much. You are my oddballs and I love you. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all soon. Bye.
No.